In this video, I'm going to take what I taught you in the last tables video a little bit further, and I'm going to show you some fancy CSS stuff that you can do in order to really customize the look of your tables. And this is some techniques that will really help you with the next assignment, HTML Tables 2. So in HTML Tables 2, you need to do some things like take a specific cell and color it its own color. Right. So for example, this company cell, what if I don't want that to be orange? What if I want that to be red and maybe the contact to be yellow and the country to be green? How do I deal with that in CSS? Okay. The way I did it before is I would select an entire chunk of the table, like the entire head. I made the background orange. Well, I don't want the whole head to be orange anymore. I want each one to be different. Well, here's one way to do that, okay? You can use HTML attributes, okay? So what I'm going to do is say ID equals something. And what I'm going to do is say, I'm going to call it th1. Okay, then this one, notice I'm going in the starting tag before the angle bracket, leave a space, ID equals, I'm going to say th2, and I'm going to give them all different IDs. One word of warning, if you're going to use IDs, then whichever ID you create for an element, you can only use it once. So going down here to say the ID of this element is also th1, that's a big no-no. There can only be one th1 ID in the entire HTML document. Okay. Nice thing about IDs is that it gives you a way in CSS to grab onto just this element, just that th. I don't want all the THs, I just want that one. And the way you do it in CSS is with a hashtag. So I'll go hashtag th1 and do whatever CSS I want on that one. So let's try background color red, make it a little lighter. Didn't grab it, sorry. That looks pretty nice, let's leave that, okay. Now I can do the same down here for the next one. Hashtag th2, because that's the name that I gave this element, th2. And that is a nice way that you can go ahead and handle all these scenarios like this. Okay. Now note, I'm not stuck just doing one little CSS line for this. Like, what if I want the background color to be green and I want the text color to be like blue? You can go ahead and do that, and all the rules that you put inside of these angle braces, curly braces, will apply to the element with the ID th2. Okay, using just IDs, you could finish the entire tables 2 assignment that way and it would work perfectly well. One suggestion for using IDs effectively is you can create addresses, right? Like you could say this is row 1, column A, address 1A. You could say this is row 1, column B. Right, this is row 1, column C. Now we're down into the second row, Central Comercial. I could say this is row 2, column A. Right, and that way with a grid, you could create a different ID for each element in this entire table. And that would be an easy way to grab onto any cell that you're interested in grabbing onto. Okay, so there's one solution. Another solution, I'm going to undo all these IDs. Another solution is to use the class attribute. Okay. Classes allow you to do the same sort of thing as IDs, except a class is meant to be used many times. So if I have multiple cells where I want the text to be blue, I could create a class called text blue. I note that I can name this whatever I want. I could have said txt blue, etc. I chose the language text blue. And that's a way now that I can grab every element that has the text blue class. So classes are really great if you just want to make one chunk of CSS that says what to do to make the text blue. Okay. So now you'll notice all three of those THs were text blue. And instead of using the hashtag now, you use a dot. This is how you grab onto a class using CSS selectors. Same thing goes with the IDs. You could do multiple different things inside of here. However, with classes, I strongly encourage you to keep it to a minimum, right? If the class name is text blue, then that's all it should do. It should change the text color to blue, okay? Again, the nice thing about classes is that you can use them anywhere. So if there's just some random cell like this Mexico cell and I want that one to have text blue, then I can just add that class and bada bing, bada boom, it's blue. So that's a nice way to be able to change the style of a document without having to go tweaking lots of CSS. One last thing to note about that, let's say I create another class called background, say yellow, okay? I'm going to make the background color yellow. Now any element that has the class BG yellow is going to get background color yellow. Notice that none of them have that yet because I haven't added that class as an attribute to any of the tags in here. But I can do that to anything. Maybe I want a whole row to be yellow. I can just say class equals BG yellow and it does it. You can do multiple classes in one statement. What if I want this cell to have blue text and a yellow background? Then I can say class equals text blue space BG yellow, and it does both. Okay. So classes or IDs are your two best friends for finishing HTML2, the assignment. Have fun.